So, after recently watching the Thunderbolts, one thing I genuinely have to ask is why do niggas still decide to live in the MCU New York? I genuinely do not understand. Trying to survive 1 week in New York City is as awful as D'Angelo's jump shot. Straight trash. I do not trust him to play a single game in the finals. Put him in for 30 minutes, he's getting straight 0-0-0s, just running around doing cardio. But between the alien invasions, the rampaging Hulks, the random wizard bellows, and now the fact that through the MCU you're living your worst nightmares, I genuinely do not understand why people still continue to have faith in these heroes living into New York. It is incredibly horrible. I never would intentionally live there. So let me break this down to why living in New York would be horrible for anybody in general. First off, we gotta talk about the housing crisis in New York already. Trying to find a house is a bitch, and I'm not talking about how rappers describe life. New York rent is already high as hell. It's the equivalent of Kanye's recent new tweets. But now imagine adding superhero collateral damage fee to your lease. I'd be tight as hell. Your apartment could get totaled by any moment and won't be able to do shit. Remember when Loki and his Chitauri buddies started in Midtown to their personal demolition derby? Whole buildings leveled, all because his daddy said he can't be king. So now he's taking his whole entire temperature tantrum out on Earth. Fuck, I can't speak. And now you finally get a decent studio apartment, and this isn't just a box on a curbside. And next thing you know, a big ass worm uses it to crash your pad. Boy, just kiss that security deposit goodbye. And you already know landlords supposed to be tripping the whole time, saying that, yeah, man, this apartment was good, but you already know how the Hulk is. He destroyed the city. That shit wasn't tore down before the Avengers even formed. What are you talking about? Hold up, never mind. Scratch that. What insurance? I'm pretty sure insurance doesn't cover shit like acts of the Avengers. They're like trying to find a claim where your living room is planned by the Hulk and Thor playing footsies. Most policies call that shit an act of God, and I'm not thinking that they're talking about Loki. Like, bro, what the hell? And you know what makes it so much worse? It's not even just a big alien invasions you have to watch out for, bro. It's the neighborhood fights and the real estate. Remember that time in the Hulk fought Abomination in Harlem? Yeah, they traded that whole entire Harlem area into their personal WWE ring, smashing through apartments and storefronts. If you lived in one of those buildings, I'll be like rebuilding that shit from rubble, and you already know them. Them homeowners and business owners. You already know them niggas are tight as hell. Still trying to recover years later. Years later. By now, you already know New Yorkers in the MCU probably invest in Chitauri-proof windows and Hulk-resistant foundations, which doesn't even matter because a stronger force later on, like Thanos, would just come in and still destroy it, wasting all that time and money. And don't even get me started on the Department of Damage Control. Those guys are basically speed down rebuilding the city every other Thursday. And you know, them niggas need to get paid. And how else do you think they're gonna get paid? Yes, by your tax dollars. So not only did you just lose your house and your car, you losing more money because you need to pay them to fix your city. Nigga, what? And again, I will keep continuing to say this. Niggas do not care. I don't understand why you will still live in New York after all of this. Like, trying to find anything affordable in New York at this point would be... What? I can't fucking speak right now. And you think that's bad? It's not even just that. Just general twaddling. Got me sounding like Squidward's legs. Just genuine traveling is bad enough in the MCU. New York is already a commute. It basically is his own personal Avengers level threat. Subway delays are the least of your worries now. Try making it out to work and alien invaders have turned Times Square into a 2015 Call of Duty lobby. Sorry I'm late, boss. The Q train was held up because the Hulk got mad about Thor saying yo mama jokes. Like, nigga, what? Get out of here, you are fired. And good luck trying to catch a cab when Doctor Strange opens a portal, a bunch of sorcerers have a throwdown in the middle of the street. Honestly, the MTA can't compete with the magical portals the superheroes battling, messing up my own tracks. Buses get tossed around like toys when heroes and villains brawl spills into a Fifth Avenue. Ever seen traffic on Brooklyn Bridge halted because Spider-Man is webbing up some bad guy? Or some villain decides to destroy it just to escape on his weekly occurrence? One day you're driving down Broadway and boom, the Sanctum Sanctoria explodes. And now you're stuck in the 3-hour magical jam because of fucking interdimensional Star World, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's terrorizing the streets. And it's like, what? And then you're on your way to work to JFK, and imagine just a Hulk leaps over your taxi, causing a 20-car pile buildup. Thank you, the unincredible Hulk. I really appreciate you. Yes, you require jumping decided to destroy my entire street. Now I can't get to work and can't do my shit. Even walking isn't safe, because you might turn a corner and find Hawkeye shooting explosive arrows down your block. I'm telling you, you can't do shit in the MCU, no matter what. And even if all of that wasn't enough, you still have to think about your vigilantes. Bro, I can't walk around at night in Hell's Kitchen without having to worry about the Punisher shooting the bullets, and now the bullets are getting inside my apartment, or Daredevil breaking some guy's leg in a fucking alley. I have to hear them scream while I'm trying to sleep. And you know what makes this so much worse? So much worse. All of this makes it so much worse. You would think with all these superhero fights, all these crime fighters, all these vigilantes, that you would think the crime rate would go down. But nope, it's still as high as ever. Like, nigga, are you doing your job? What are you actually trying to accomplish? I should not be seeing the crime rate continually to spike. Every single time I see Spider-Man web up like 5 guys at once. Like, bro, you guys are inspiring these criminals to do more crimes. And the cherry on top, the real cherry on top with all of this, the real cherry on top of all of this, say it only happens in New York. I don't, like, tell me a superhero that's based in Florida or the Carolinas or Texas. I'll give you 3 seconds, 2, 1. You can't, because they don't exist. Because all 95% of battles takes place in New York. Even in the comics, it's so much worse. Like, bro, what? It's like, that's what makes me so mad, is seeing people who live in the MCU, New York and the MCU, because I'm like, bro, move! Anywhere else is cheaper, more affordable, and most importantly, safer. But you know what? I guess, you know, you just gotta love New York. It is the city that never sleeps, where dreams are made of. And maybe that's why everybody decided to stay in New York, because they all want to become successful as Tony. But I don't think that's worth it, and I think you could become way more successful in other places. Okay, go down to Atlanta. Okay, like, no, I can't deal with this shit no more, man. This shit pisses me off. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you wanted me to talk about next time. Bruh.